Hey, welcome back everybody to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. So, I recently found out that ZZ Top's Dusty Hill just passed away. And I actually made a video reacting to the song. Let's see, what was the name of the song? Reacting to the song Gimme Some Lovin', alright? And in that video, I talk about Dusty Hill. I do a lot of research on him and also read some of the information that's come out about his passing. May he rest in peace. And yeah, I also ask at the end of it for more recommendations because that was like the first thing that came up, the song Gimme Some Lovin'. And it was a pretty good song. And unfortunately, that video got blocked. I'm assuming it might be because there was, like I said, a music video. So I went onto my Twitter page. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's a link in the description. I went to my Twitter page and asked people, what are some other ZZ Top songs I should check out? There were quite a few responses, but the most requested thing on here was this song, Lagrange. And yeah, so this is the one I'm going to be doing next, but once again, I'm going to ask you to let me know what are some other great ZZ Top songs down below in the comments. Like I said, there were a lot of requests, and yeah, I'm excited to get to know this group better because I've now heard my first song by ZZ Top. I'm not sure, maybe I feel like I remember the name from there might have been a song of theirs in a movie or something, because I think my mom actually brought it up when we were watching the movie. She's like, oh, this is a ZZ Top song. But anyway, all right. Thank you for joining me. I submitted a claim, or not a claim, an appeal to that video, so hopefully it gets unblocked and you can see it. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Rest in peace, Dusty Hill. Let's check out this song, Lagrange. I've got the lyrics pulled up over here. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Rumors spreading round United Texas town about the shack outside the game. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls.
I like the riff. Or lick.
I'm racing. Well, here it's fine if you got the time and the chance to get yourself in. And here it's time almost every night. But now I might be mistaken.
Turn it up. Let's go. Wow. All right, that'll be the only time I pause it. That transition was awesome. Wow. Yes, this is a jam track. Yeah. Love the solo throughout that. The vocal style was interesting. But yeah, musically, it's fun. It's a fun song so far. Let's keep going. Let me bring it back. Here we go. Is that it? We fading out? Oh, it's way too short. Wow. I don't know. That was too short. I liked it though. Yeah, I liked it more than the first song that I listened to by them. It was a fun song. I wish that when they play that in concert, I wonder if they make it go on a little longer. Because I feel like you could play that riff and solo over it for forever. Not forever, for I don't know, 5, 8 minutes. Oh, that was like almost 4 minutes long. Wow, it felt really short. Time flew with that one. That was fun. All right. Let's see what some of the comments are. Dusty didn't die. He just went out to his home on the range. Rest in peace, Dusty Hill. Sounds of my teen years here with this song. My condolences to Billy Gibbons and Frank Beard. Yep. Sad day for rock and roll. Oh, here's one. I am heartbroken that Dusty is gone. My friends and I grew up in Southeast Texas in the 60s and 70s and always felt that ZZ Top was our band because they were one of us. Just ran into Frank a few months ago at Chili's while picking up some food. ZZ Top was on the A side of the soundtrack of our lives. I am devastated. Yeah. There have been way too many deaths recently in the music industry. Like this past year, it seems like quite a few people have, yeah, I don't know. Passed away at the age of 72 in his sleep at his home in Houston. One of the greatest bassists of all time, Dusty Hill. Yeah, so that song, I really like the drum fills and the little segue or the transition section, and the soloing was awesome. And I guess the main like riff, and, you know, that was fun too. Fun fact: the only member of ZZ Top to not have a beard has the last name Beard. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the lyrics. One of the reasons there were a few people who were like, this wouldn't be the greatest song for you to react to is because I often, take a look at the lyrics. And let's see. Yeah. People just said that the subject matter of the song wasn't super strong, but it's okay. First, though, there's this information. Lagrange is the first single from their 1973 album. It is also their first single to chart the Billboard Hot 100. A 1992 lawsuit alleged that the one-chord song's signature riff had been stolen from one of the versions of bluesman John Lee Hooker's Boogie Chillin'. The court ruled that under the 1909 Copyright Act, an unpublished song was entitled to protection under what is known as state common law copyright protection, until either it is published or it is registered with the U.S. Copyright Office. Although the Copyright Act is unclear as to what constitutes publishing other than the publication of sheet music, and the majority of courts have agreed that the sale of recordings to the general public rises to publishing purposes of common law copyright. Under the 1909 Copyright Act, an author of a creative work is entitled to 28 years of copyright protection, with the option to re-register for an additional 28 years. The court also found, under the same act, that once a song is published and the author has failed to register the work with the U.S. Copyright Office, the song immediately falls into the public domain. In this case, the courts found that Besman had failed to properly copyright the song in a timely manner, so the early versions of the song were considered part of the public domain, which meant ZZ Top was not liable to Besman or their label. Interesting. All right, so the lyrics of this song, which again, you could tell, again, like I said right at the beginning, this felt like a jam track. This song was not necessarily, lyric heavy. Most of the lyrics were at the beginning, and then we just got lots of soloing throughout the rest of it. So, rumors spreading around in that Texas town about that shack outside Lagrange, and you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you want to go to that home out on the range. They've got a lot of nice girls. Have mercy. Ha 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 he ha ha. Well, I hear it's fine if you've got the time and the 10 to get yourself in. Oh, yeah. Interesting. And I hear it's tight most every night, but I might be mistaken. Okay, well, yeah, fairly straightforward song. ZZ Top is referring to the chicken ranch, an illegal but tolerated brothel in the U.S. state of Texas. This first one was opened in 1844, run by a widow named Mrs. Swine and staffed by 3 women from New Orleans. During the Civil War, it was closed but reopened in 1905 until it was shut down again in 73. Wow. So it stayed in business for over 60 years. Oh, wow. It was shut down in part because of the attention brought about from the ZZ Top song. That's interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Like, my initial reaction is, oh, that sucks. But then also, like, well, it is illegal, right? So, I don't know. Anyway, all right. The story of the shutdown of the business was the basis for the 1978 Broadway musical and later film The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Okay, then. Yeah. However, if you wanted to go, this place had a set of rules for the customers, which included a strict dress code, no cussing, and, oh, wow, it was segregated. Okay. It did not allow black people. That's, yeah. Man, interesting. This evokes the Western folk song Home on the Range, written by Dr. Brewster M. Higley in 1872. Yep. Home on the range where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word and the sky is not cloudy all day, which stands in stark contrast to the allusions to a whorehouse throughout the rest of the song. Okay. From Texas Monthly's The Secret History of Texas Music. There was a space set aside in every young Texan's life to get a fake ID to get into Lagrange, said singer and guitarist Billy Gibbons in '84. You'd have to get yourself together to confront the line of girls on the couch, all with their legs crossed in the same direction and swinging their legs to the beat. You couldn't cuss in there, you couldn't drink. It had an air of respectability. Miss Edna wouldn't stand for no bull crap. Okay. Interesting. Before it was closed in 73, the chicken ranch operated for 130 years. Wow. In total, 130 years. That's crazy. The legend was that the farmers traded its services with chickens during the Depression, hence the name. And then at least one member of ZZ Top did more than hear about it. Dusty Hill, wow, had personal knowledge of the famed chicken ranch. He says, I went there 3 times. I went there when I was 13. A lot of boys in Texas went there. Fathers took their sons there. Oil field workers and senators would both be there. Okay. Different world. All right. Well, yeah. It's an interesting song. The meaning of it's interesting. But again, I mean, I guess the music, it kind of has a raunchy, like I said, upbeat feel to it, which I guess the lyrics complement that, or the music complements the lyrics. But for me, this song, like, I would listen to it again just to jam out to it, you know? And yeah, let me know if there's any other ZZ Top songs that you'd like me to check out. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, rest in peace, Dusty Hill. I hope my initial video that I recorded does eventually, like, the appeal goes through and that you guys are able to see it. And yeah. Yeah, musically, this is a fun song. What do you think of his vocal style on this, which was very different from the other song that I listened to? Does he normally sound like this, or is this like a standout? Or do they change up their vocals sometimes? Or is it someone else singing? I have no idea. Let me actually check the credits. Who's the written by, recorded? Nope, it's not telling me. Nope, I can't find it. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm reiterating myself now. I'll see you guys soon. Deathstroke 9, out. We are Legion, my friends.